Thanks for tuning in to our Saturday show. We're running a little behind. You can blame Scott Crawford that. He's always the problem.
Damn it, Scott.
Damn it, Scott. No, it's damn it, Bill, actually.
Oh, my bad.
It's always my fault.
Hey, welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, like we've been telling you guys, get on our page. We have a YouTube and Facebook. Imagine that. Music news. We put it in that way for you now to find it easier. So join in. You got to share into all the posts that we go through every day to share with you guys all the concert news and local artist stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's real fun. It's a great time. We've been doing music stuff for all our lives, and we come to find out that we enjoy sharing all the music love and everything with you guys. And we want you to join in, so share away, and we'll get to the show here.
My favorite thing is how, everything's right there conveniently in one spot, dude. I mean,
Everything is just right there.
like I kind of get onto my life. I'm like, it's an awesome life, man.
Yeah, it's fun.
I mean, if Rolling Stone posts something, a spin, Loudwire, anything,
all of it.
instead of searching for all of it, it's all on our page.
Yep.
Imagine how it'd be if all of you did that.
Imagine that.
That's
Oh,
true.
we try.
And
Mike
we
usually
don't,
beats
he
us
beats us
to
to
the
everything.
fun. But
I'm the ultimate paparazzi.
this is funny. Last week I got excited because I saw a story. I was like, I bet Mike didn't post that. And normally I look at the page before I try to post anything, but I went ahead and posted it. It was a Pantera story, not huge. And I'll be damned, after I posted it, I scrolled down 4 stories. Mike had already posted it. And I don't even think the story had been out
It's
for
like a
2 hours
contest.
yet. Yeah, so I mean, but it's a great thing. And
Well, before we go any further, let me give the introductions here. You got Bill Guffey here. Damn it, Bill. Got Scott the Diva Crawford. He's back from his GQ shoot.
back in black.
And it was terrible. It was terrible.
We had to double his pay now, so he's
I still got sand on my ass crack. It was bad.
no blue.
He's a hot commodity now.
His hot book about with him and Celine Dion will be out next week, talking about his wonderful time in Tahiti. So
The newsstands near you. Coming soon, man.
My heart will go on.
we thought we'd bring a little bit more girl to the whole show with Jackie Porter being one of our guests this time.
Some flavor.
With a badass shirt on, I might add.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Be
We got
jealous, Sam.
Eric
Be jealous.
Kidd back there. Got one of our friends, Angel, here, and I hate to say we don't have Kyle here for one of the first times ever.
Yeah, we're missing our little buddy. I think we wore him out at the Green Jello Punk Rock Puppet Show last night.
I know.
But I'm sure he'll be back next week. He's like a bad disease. We can't get rid of him.
He's over there with that yellow goulash.
He's like
He got lost in the Punk Rock Puppet Show. He's in that family now, so we'll be lucky if we ever get him back.
Yeah.
But
Well, I will say, we'll go ahead and show this. One of the things, he's signed a big time contract with, I think, Yankee Candle. And this is the new Kyle candle here.
Yes.
he's getting too big for our
I'm telling
britches,
you, look at
man.
that picture, man. It's
The Imagine That merch line.
One of those in the room.
These will be available soon, mass production.
smells like possum and desperation.
Oh!
I thought it smelled like burnt Vaseline and a used rubber.
One of the bands that Eric and Kyle and I saw last night, where the singer decided to be barefooted, and we smelled, we like, the smell just came out of nowhere. We thought it was that dude's feet, man. Now I think I know what the smell is.
Yeah.
But something else too, man. We had some technical
Yeah,
difficulties. We was late getting on, but we appreciate everybody's patience. Some of our regulars are already tuning in.
Cool.
Tate Gibbons, he's a good buddy of all of ours. Trey's watching. I know Mitchell's on there watching. Matney. Thanks again, guys.
Who's your buddy that's the big Dio fan?
That is Rusty Davis.
Rusty Davis, if you're watching, dude,
There
I'm
you go.
sporting the Dio.
Yeah, I don't think he's watching live, but he
Oh,
watches
yeah.
every week. He's an old work buddy of mine. He's got a tattoo of Dio. Yeah, he's a good dude. But somebody I think that Jackie might know is watching. This guy named Sam
I
Porter.
think I did.
He says hi.
Hiya.
We know.
Good to see
Hiya.
everybody.
We know
Hey, do
him.
that.
This other
That's
dork,
what he
man,
does
this
on
other
stage.
dork named Eric
That
Kidd's
makes
watching.
him famous.
Sweet, man, Eric and I's brother, Joe
Yeah,
Harrison's
Eric
watching.
Kidd's watching Eric Kidd. I tell you, man.
Eric Kidd's always watching. I
Gosh.
swear.
Yeah, we got a big old watch
He
party
has
going
less
on
life
already.
than you.
I guess.
Maybe it done us some good
I
to
think
come
I'm
on
watching.
late. Maybe it done us some good to come on late like this. Everybody's like, where they're at? You know, calling their family. Hey, where's Imagine That?
Yeah, we'll just blame it on the sky.
Yeah, we-
boys, damn it.
Everybody and their
We're
brother
gonna
and
have
sister watching.
a wellness call check on us for too
You
long.
blame it on Kyle. You blame it on Kyle. He ain't here.
I know, man. Gosh,
Yeah.
Hey, I had enough nerve to get on here with no makeup.
Me too.
I was gonna say, so did
You
Scott.
notice.
I ran out of time.
Yeah, me too. Scott, man, we hired these makeup artists and thought we would all look better on camera, but he took it.
Yeah.
So anyway, moving on.
All
Moving
right,
on. Boss is
I'm seeing
doing
the
us a
signals
favor.
now. I'm sitting on
Yeah.
the side.
Yeah, you see everybody pointing their fingers there.
So is Kyle watching?
Oh, I haven't seen him on, so.
You little ass.
You know, last week I went and for some reason I got a notice and asked me to invite Kyle to our page.
I've seen notices before where it
I'm like,
says,
what the hell, man? I was like, gee, maybe it's because he's on the show every time and I don't know, but I
He
have to,
tags me. in
I wanted to give him
journals.
hell about that.
it was like 3
Pictures
weeks
of
ago,
turtles.
I got a
Terrapins,
notification
though.
saying Kyle Keller
Probably
became a fan of Imagine That. Like, just now.
What's
Good.
going on?
I'm like, right on.
Well,
Well, let's get to the news, guys. Nothing really major happened this week, so we got a lot of little stories I'll get to. So, one of the big stories, if you want to call it, AC/DC's new album will contain mind-blowing Malcolm Young surprises.
oh, dude.
So that's kind of cool.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
I'm just glad that Axl's back with Guns N' Roses and AC/DC's back to AC/DC. I heard a lot of people loved Axl with AC/DC, but
I thought
it was
he did
just-
phenomenal.
I mean, I won't say I didn't think he did a bad job. It just didn't sound right to me.
I mean, it wasn't Brian Johnson, but he did
Right.
good. He did good.
When I listen to AC/DC, that's just what I want to hear. You know, Bon Scott and Brian Johnson.
Replacement debate.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, maybe
So-
Brian Johnson should go after Guns N' Roses.
There you go. But anyway,
Well, stories with Dee Snider. Dee Snider says that AC/DC's upcoming album will feature some surprises related to the late rhythm guitarist Malcolm Young that will blow the minds of band diehard fans.
wow, dude. I love D. Man, anything D gets involved in, heck yeah.
Yeah, same here.
So I'll be looking forward to that, man. I mean,
He's also the guy, you know, Twisted Sister guy who started a big campaign to get AC/DC to do the Super Bowl halftime show and stuff.
oh yeah, we talked about that. How we're due for a good rock and roll band.
Yeah, and he talks about that on here. It's
Yeah.
pretty interesting. You can see
Did they
that on
actually
our
start
page.
a petition finally?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
This is about damn time.
If
Dee
anybody,
Snider did it, so
yeah, if anybody's got the balls to do it, it's D. I mean, he's famous for the whole what was the trial against
PMRC.
yeah, parental guidance thing. He stood up when
Him.
nobody else had the balls to do
It
it.
was him and Frank Zappa,
like
actually.
you said, he had with Brian
John
Johnson. They talked about the new album and stuff. So
Yeah, he's been.
you're gonna have it, you know. That's good, especially after Brian Johnson's had that hearing loss. And thought it was
Yeah.
going to be a problem for a while.
Yeah, I thought we may lose another AC/DC singer. Yeah, and I mean celebrating those young brothers, dude. Yeah, so that's gonna be killer.
Yeah. What else do we got going on here? A lot of little stories this week. Nothing major like last week.
Yeah, you get that sometimes. You know, I mean, it's some weeks be bigger news stories than others, but hey, man, they're still interesting.
There was another cool story where Kurt Hammett, Steven Tyler, David Gilmour, a bunch of Fleetwood Mac people got together to honor Peter Green. They had a big concert dealing with that. Kind of cool. Tuesday night, Mick Fleetwood hosted a star-studded tribute concert to Fleetwood Mac for Peter Green in
Okay.
London. Had Pete Townsend was on it, Billy Gibson was on it, bunch of stuff like that. Neil Finn was on it,
Who?
Christy McVie, a lot of them like that. They did about 15 songs.
Nice.
There's video of that on our page too. So see.
Yeah, who's Peter Green? He's
He's one of the first guys that was ever in the beginning of Fleetwood Mac.
okay. That's right. That's right.
I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, yeah. So again, yeah, another
So we're all
amazing
cool.
life worth celebrating. That'd be.
Yeah, he was a real good blues kind of guy that started them out when they were rocking a little bit more. So
That's one of those bands that stands the test of time, man. Just killer old rock and roll band. Mike Goodwin just put it in.
let's see.
What's up, Mike?
Is that Mike Goodwin?
I don't know if you guys saw that video. James Hetfield finally got in front of the public eye. There's a video on there. He was at an Eddie Money tribute and did the "Baby Hold On" song on there. There's a video on our page for that. It's pretty
Well, it was
cool.
acoustic.
Pretty freaking cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah, that's
Yeah, we're all rooting for James.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got this in your concert notes, but James Metallica had to cancel a couple of their festival. They were supposed to headline Friday and Sunday night at 2 festivals,
Yeah.
and they had to drop out because of James and his sobriety. So yeah, we're rooting for him.
I'll kind of talk about those shows again. There's something about that I got.
Cool, man. Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
But it was, kind of cool to have a tribute from Eddie Money. I thought that was kind of cool. So like Sammy Hagar, George Thorogood, John Wyatt, Kevin Cronin were all there. Obviously James and all that stuff. They did all of these Eddie Money songs. That was kind of cool for him.
Did you say Kevin Cronin?
Mm-hmm.
Like from REO?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
I thought that was kind of cool.
What an all-star lineup, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, like I said, that's a life worth celebrating. Fleetwood Mac's one of those killer bands, stands the test of time.
Yeah.
You can't mess with classic rock and roll.
Well, it just takes a lot for a band. You got individuals meshing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of those names that not everybody knows that name. So, now bring that name to light. Let's
Well, yeah,
celebrate.
because all 3 of us in there.
I figure if we don't know, then the fans might not know.
Gosh, let's see. Let's see. Pantera was talking about touring again and said they got the blessing from Dimebag's girlfriend Rita
Yep.
Haney,
Mm-hmm.
and the rumor was Zakk Wylde was gonna play guitar.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
gave that blessing. That's that story I thought that I was going to beat you to the
Pantera
punch.
cover band.
That was a good read.
That's on our page too. So.
Yeah, that's a pretty big leap for the whole Pantera camp, because they haven't had that in the past. And Phil's been doing, he's got a band called The Illegals, and they've been playing some Pantera songs live. And it's, it's decent, but I mean, to us Pantera fans, if you're going to do it right, man. And I don't know anybody that could do it better than Zakk Wylde, so.
Well, here's my problem. Who in the fuck's going to fill Benny's shoes?
Right.
You know?
But man, I said that when Jeff Hanneman died, in Slayer.
And
look
Gary
what
did
Holt did.
amazing.
Nobody's going to mimic him, but I mean, somebody will step up and play the songs and, do it better than the guys in the Illegals can do.
Actually, I just thought of a killer drummer that's a session drummer that would probably do a damn good job. Mike Portnoy.
Oh, yeah?
Wow, yeah, that would be awesome. wouldn't it?
Yep.
I thought you was going to throw Lombardo out there.
Well, I mean, obviously.
He's too much of a speed drummer.
He played too fast.
Yeah, they need a groove drummer. But that's a killer story, though. That's, like I said, that's big news for the Pantera camp. And, I mean, those of us that were lucky to catch Pantera live during the 10 years that they were a band.
And those of us who truly love Phil.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, at the time, it was just one of those moments in time, dude. It was, I brag about seeing them live all the time. Just great live shows, great live bands. So hopefully that'll come to fruition, man.
Yeah, we'll see. John 5 says new Rob Zombie album is really heavy with tons of hook. I'm sorry.
Tons of hooks.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of
course it is.
Well, and of course he would say that. Like, what musician's going to come out and say, "Hey
My
man,
album
our new
sucks."
album's going to be terrible"? That always makes me laugh when
It's
like
kind of funny though.
like John. I mean, he's John 5. He was one of Manson's probably greatest guitar players that Manson ever had. Now he's with Zombie, and I've seen that he's been saying that for a while, trying to get people to. anticipate
It's,
this album.
Says John 5 spoke to Meltdown of Detroit's radio station about Rob Zombie long-awaited new studio. The disc was tentatively be issued later this year via the Icon Rocker News, his new record label, Nuclear Blast.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
nice.
That's a hardcore record label that's been around forever.
For
Really?
for Zombie, yeah, that's a big step.
Yeah,
Is
isn't
it?
something?
Yeah,
So
Okay.
yeah.
that's interesting because there's some other people just signed to that label I know.
Sweet.
He said it's been done for a little bit. Just wants to put it out at the right time. So
They've been doing some funky stuff, dude. You never know what you're gonna get with Zombie anymore. He does that metal funk thing so well.
It's great.
Disco metal. Disco metal.
Just yeah, I mean it's
It's like 70s metal
Never thought of
disco.
it though. Yeah.
I mean I made like I said I made that joke about that, but all honesty, I hope John's right. I hope it is killer and there is some good. If anybody can put some funky twists on it, it'd be John 5.
yeah, we'll
Oh,
see.
hell yeah.
man.
He's got his
This past
solo.
summer, we, instead of being deadheads, chasing the dead, we followed Zombie and Manson around for a while.
Oh yeah, that's sweet, dude.
It was
John
awesome.
5's got his solo stuff he does. John 5 and the Creatures. He's
Oh,
a
Sam
phenomenal
thinks he's
guitar player.
phenomenal.
Well, let's go into then. At least there's a Manson story since you guys are all geeked up about that. Manson teases new album with cryptic Instagram post.
Interesting.
So,
I didn't see this.
he, you already released that God going to cut you down in the end of this. So they're thinking that's going to be part of this new 11th album.
Well, he was playing the end at the end of the shows this last year.
Yeah, we've been talking. That's an amazing. I'm usually not a fan of.
We listened to that the other night at my house.
Yeah,
His post
I
said,
like it too.
"All deaf and
That's
now
amazing.
you hear me." That was the kind of the cryptic message he put on Instagram or something.
I wonder if it'll be an actual album of all covers.
I don't
it's a
know.
cover album.
Everybody's doing it.
It's
What did he
I
say
heard it's
again?
I heard check this out. I know you were a big fan of him. It's produced by Shooter Jennings.
Yeah,
Right on.
Yeah, they've got a
Right
song
on.
together
Yeah.
called Cat People.
Well,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I didn't know that's what it was, but
Yeah.
they've been doing a whole album together,
Mhm.
and Shooter's playing, and we were just talking about this.
He got all weird on mushrooms, I think. I like Shooter though.
We've all been there and done that.
And what we read about it though, it's gonna have like this kind of Shooter funk to it.
Yeah,
Sweet man. I've seen him live and
yeah. I don't
I
know.
have to. From me to you.
him and Manson together. That'd be. I'm down with that.
It was like he would come over to Manson's house, and they would just do whatever they do, and just be there for days doing that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah, man.
They probably got a whole archive of shit.
I mean, a cover song's kind of what set Manson's career off. So, and I'm usually not a fan of these, artists doing all these classic rock
Right.
songs that were amazing to begin with. But
And if you're gonna
That-
do it, you got to
the
take it to that
end.
next level.
the end, that's a creepy,
That's
dark
pretty cool,
song,
though.
and man, he
I'd
made
like
it
to
dark.
see what Shooter Jennings does with him. I think that'd be cool.
Listen to that Cat People sometime.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a pink vinyl I got, dude. Only color vinyl.
it's
Yeah,
good.
listen to that sometime. Cat People.
It's
I mean,
different.
and you got to leave it the same when it's a classic song, but you got to make it your own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
It's always better that way.
Right,
Mhm.
exactly.
Brad
I think
Nicholas
it's a
watching.
fine
What's up,
line,
Brad?
baby.
Brad Nichols, what's up, Metal Viking?
Hi, a buddy of yours.
Yep, he's a wrestler and he's good at it.
Cool.
He likes to get bloody.
Well, we can't do a story without something to do with Ozzy, so it's,
Every freaking week.
he's taking
My
it
little
over.
girl
I
watching.
think he's the new Tool.
My
I
little girl.
think.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You opened the door right there.
Yeah, I know.
But he's better anyway.
What?
You heard me correctly, sir.
We'll just. But go ahead.
I'm gonna
Mike.
have to
I
separate
can't
them.
say nothing to that. So
I mean, I can. But I won't.
this is interesting. He said "Ordinary Man" was the first album recorded sober, ever sober.
He ever
Wow,
recorded
man.
sober.
Yeah. So
Sober.
Although,
And, it,
That'd be
and, it,
What a
interesting.
concept.
and, it, and I think it shows, honestly. I mean,
I just
lyr-
don't ever think of that one.
the lyrical content's amazing. I mean, I loved the record. I thought it was amazing.
yeah, it's
The
amazing.
new one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Um,
Really good.
Our buddy from Surreal, Darren Jester, he kind of said something that I agree with. The 2 songs with Post Malone, I'm not a huge fan of those. I like that he's doing it, you know, something
Yeah,
different.
something different.
I enjoyed both of them.
Cool, man, cool.
Yeah, I thought it
Reach
was
a
alright.
new audience.
Yeah,
he's-
exactly.
You know, he's actually talking about starting another album next month, and it would be that with that same guy. So
Yeah.
that guitarist and
Good.
Post Malone's.
I don't think I've
Producer
ever
or
heard
whatever.
anything he's done.
So
You should hear that new
Post
record.
Malone?
It's
Mhm.
super
I
good.
mean,
Yeah.
for
For
real, I
Ozzy.
don't think I ever have.
It's super
Eric, you
good.
said that's your daughter?
Yeah, my daughter's.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Elizabeth, what's up? Thanks for watching.
cool.
Heck yeah.
There's now released a trailer for a new Ozzy documentary. It's going to be released called 9 Lives of Ozzy.
I can't fucking wait.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's,
gonna be
and it's
awesome.
produced by Ozzy,
Awesome.
Sharon, and Jack.
I cannot wait.
I'm sure they'll do that justice then.
Yeah, I mean I just love. I mean Ozzy. You know we've said it before. He'll die performing, and for a guy his age, been doing it for so long. That album is it's
That,
killer.
that guy's sold over 100 million albums.
I have a
Wow.
prediction.
100 million.
Jackie's
I'm
got a
not
prediction.
saying it.
You're
I'm
not
not
saying.
saying it. I'll get
Oh, okay.
stabbed right here on this couch.
Whoa.
I'm
Oh,
not
now
saying it.
you gotta say it.
I don't have any weapons.
The other day, we were sitting around talking about something, and it was brought up, and I said, "He'll be our big one this year."
Yeah.
Sam said, "No."
Yeah, I don't see it this year. Let's hope
I
not,
do.
man.
No, the devil's keeping Ozzy alive.
That
I
got
do.
dark.
I just do. I just
It's
said that.
still early.
So if that happens this year,
It's
We'll
still
bring you-
early in the year, though, man.
I will
So,
hide.
I mean,
Yeah, let's
you
hope
never
not.
know.
That documentary's gonna be killer though.
Sam
Yeah.
said, "He's
I like
not
that the family's
picking
involved
I
too,
said,
man.
"That's
That's
right,
I think I said it a couple weeks ago. Like the Osborne family is probably the most famous family of like our generation. You know, they're always
Could be.
in the news every week, just in the
Yeah,
public
I'll tell
eye.
you, Ozzy's a master of this. I mean, yeah,
Well-
after all these years, he should be. But
Yeah.
Sharon's the master.
yeah,
Sharon.
she is. She's incredible. Lady.
And Mike met them both.
Yeah, that was me.
She is the queen bee.
Yeah, she is. Well, we're kind of on that whole thing. An
Queen
official Neil Peart memorial concert will be set for the late Rush drummer in his hometown of Canada, and it'll be on May 16th. That the family is actually putting on, so they're gonna have a big, huge lineup here real soon. They're gonna announce.
Hell yeah.
So
That would be sweet.
that'd be great for him.
Celebrating the drummer, man.
Hopefully it's filmed and released on DVD and Blu-ray,
Yeah.
Oh, I imagine.
Oh yeah.
so us that can on attend will be able to see it.
You know we'll see it somehow. Somebody
That
will
would be
film it.
propaganda at its best.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about a life worth celebrating. We said it that
Yes.
week he passed, man. It's
Oh yeah.
we'll mourn it forever, but also celebrate it. So
Yep.
I can't wait to see who all they invite, man.
Gosh, if y'all remember Mazzy Star,
Love
Love
Master.
her.
great group.
Her son died.
The co-founder David Robeck
Yep.
Or
died.
something.
He was 61.
I see that story.
Sam knew what it was.
Yeah, that album, So Tonight That I Might See, that was what it was called.
He
Was
likes so well.
incredible.
Yeah. Her voice is the
Fade
most
into You.
soothing.
Yeah, that song Fade Into You, that
Yeah,
was
Fade
Yes.
Into You.
man, that was
Such
Killer
a
album.
soothing,
Yes.
relaxing voice that will
Um,
just put you on another
Yeah.
planet, man.
yeah.
And her actual name is not Mazzy Star. Her name is actually Hope Sandoval.
Yep.
Just in case you didn't know that.
Yeah.
Guess you're wondering
Oh,
where Scott was at
okay.
last week. He was looking up her name. That was Scott's homework for the week. Took him 2 weeks to find
Well,
it.
I met her at 80.
I haven't.
He's got her name
That's
wrote right
funny,
there
too.
on his right hand.
I did.
I
Along
can't
with
wait
a
till Mike
couple
tells
others.
that Mazzy Star story so I can shine.
I met her in Tahiti last week.
I've never delved down that rabbit hole. Shame on me. So I'm going to write her name down.
Wherever the fuck I was. Where was I?
Or should I say there?
Tahiti. Okay.
And where was
Listen,
it?
where was
See?
I?
You don't even
I meant to bring it and I forgot because, you know, we're always rushing, man. Scott, he told us he got laid and we were all happy for him, you know, think he's going to come back with a smile on his face.
They
And,
gave him the week
Um,
off.
he'd come back with one of those little flower things around his neck, man. It was just, you know, apparently Hawaii's not the only place
He
that.
got laid and come
gives
back with a
people-
bum knee.
Yeah.
Kind of lame when
So,
she
anyway.
The right
Yeah.
kind, apparently.
Apparently,
That's
yeah.
funny.
There, You need knee pads next time, I guess.
I can only think one thing blows your knees out like that.
Blows.
Well, when it's Crawford.
He's on a roll today.
Well, it depends.
Hey, Kyle's not here. Somebody's got to take it.
Oh, damn.
Exactly.
I'll
Bible.
take it. I'll take it all day
He'll
long,
take it
baby.
for sure.
Kyle's takeaway from this is going to be, I wasn't there, but you guys talked about me the whole time.
Yeah.
See,
I don't get a big head.
Well, then his bitch ass should be watching.
That's why he's not here. His head wouldn't fit through the door. That candle came out, man. It was over.
we need one of those for the retro room.
Y'all seen him last
Yeah,
night, man. His head has a dip in it now. So many
All that
Newcastle
licking.
junkies have been licking his head. There's a freaking
All that
yeah, dude,
licking.
it's crazy. Like the guy from what was the man.
You'll get there
Look,
eventually,
look.
Billy. Whoa.
The Prodigy had the reverse mohawk.
Oh,
Bozo the
Keith
Clown.
Flint.
Yeah, see, I've drove this out too long, man.
Kyle has.
I cannot concentrate with it sitting there like that. I
Who
don't.
the fuck can?
Oh my god.
But yeah, Kyle's got the reverse skull going now. It's
Yeah.
weird, man.
All right, next
Nightmares.
story here. I gotta remember these
Nightmare
other two
never
here.
ends.
I gotta come back to.
Hey, it's kind of even tonight. There's almost as much estrogen as there is testosterone.
Is that
No,
why it's so
no.
peaceful?
So,
in
Tina
here?
never wants to be on camera, so she's always scared.
Well, Sam doesn't know we have his bartender.
Yeah.
I'm not a bartender tonight.
Not a
I'm
bartender.
the waitress.
Well, you're his.
All right.
You're always his bartender.
Also, just I'm a big fan. New Deftones album, produced by Terry Date. That's the guy who did all the very first albums that they ever did.
Awesome,
He
dude.
did all
So they put out their
Pantera's
ninth
albums.
album.
Really?
He did all Pantera's albums. Couple Korn records. He's an amazing
Who
producer.
is
Yes.
he? What's the name?
Terry Date.
Okay. I didn't know he done porn albums.
So,
Yeah.
So we're going back to the roots, man. That's a good
Hopefully
move.
that's going to be good news. So,
Yeah. Yeah, on the track of sobriety. That's my. I know they're doing a lot of shows, Deftones, and I hope Chino can stay sober and put on some good shows for everybody.
Yeah.
A lot of people I've talked to said that's kind of a struggle with him. If he's on, if he's sober on track, it's a phenomenal performance. I'm sure the album will be great no matter what.
Oh, I can't wait. That's one of my favorites. There's an interesting one. The Stooges prep for a 50th anniversary Funhouse box set that come out on July 17th.
Huh.
Check this out. It has 15 LPs, 2 7-inch singles, and an album for their New York 1970 show.
And you got the small loan out for it.
I know shit.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be pricey.
Yeah.
There's also a 28-page book and an essay by Henry Rollins in it.
Wow,
What the
That
hell's
is
that
a,
all about?
Damn.
that's quite the package, fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check the
Absolutely.
Stooges out,
Yeah, man.
coming through strong.
I mean, and the Stooges is Iggy Pop, so
Yeah.
I mean,
That guy, I'll tell you, I seen him open up for Pearl Jam. They talk about just a wild, crazy dude. He arm in a sling was still just flopping around the stage. I think I was like me and 2 other guys were really into him at that Pearl Jam show, but I had a blast, danced my ass off.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
He's a great performer. I'll give him that.
dance.
Here you go.
Boy, you put you in front of the camera and you just come back to life.
I do. I love it. I love the attention. I'm the diva. Exactly.
I hate telling him this,
He
but
said, I'm not the diva tonight, girl.
If I had my sunglasses, I'd have them on.
I don't care. Do you want
we missed him. We missed him last week. We're happy
And
he's
it's probably
back.
very diva.
Between him and Kyle, man, they're just getting too big for us, man.
I know, man.
You know.
Always asking
Sweet.
for more money all the time.
My cousin Mark tuned in. Mark, thanks for watching, buddy.
All right, next on the list, Megadeth to begin recording new album before hitting the road with Lamb of God. It'll be
Oh,
their
man.
16th album.
I can't wait till that show, dude. Megadeth and Lamb of God. You know what? As much as we talk about having Ozzy stories every week, I've said it, dude. Dave Mustaine finds his way in our news, our
I know.
concerts. He squeezes in there somehow or another. He does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
What do you got to say about that, Scott?
About what you just said?
What you just said.
About berries growing on the tree.
About
About Megadeth.
What?
Megadeth. Hello, Earth. I Scott, his mind's still into Heat.
Bill's on the day game tonight.
They've got 16 studio albums now, and they should have had about 7.
Megadeth?
Yeah, because a lot of them were fucking pure shit.
I was gonna say, are you counting Mustaine Road them
No.
all? Kill them all?
So
That's
yeah,
his
that was
too, right?
coming.
Has Dave showed up beside your bedside to kill you yet?
You know, there was one night last week I could have swore I saw him in my room standing there. Yeah.
He's one of, yeah, we all love metal, you know, and there's just some of these metal guys that just have those faces. He's one of them, man, just ugly as sin. I couldn't imagine. Like, just waking up and looking out your window and Dave Mustaine's face just staring at you.
But in all
That'd be
seriousness, I love Megadeth. Everything they've done's been phenomenal, so I know this one will be no different. And that tour with Lamb of God's going to slay this summer. So
Well, him just, you know, getting healthy from cancer. I would
Yeah.
say, you know, a man on a comeback. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Good
that
time.
was good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's why Scott's getting his ass kicked. You know, you
Cancer.
Our,
make fun of him, cancer.
our longtime listeners will get that.
I'll just chop him in the throat.
Oh,
What's he
God.
gonna do?
I'll kick his ass again.
Right.
Kimberly McCubbin's watching, getting ready for work. Thanks for tuning in.
What's up, Kimberly?
All right. Another decent sized story was Tool and Red Hot Chili Peppers are going to replace Metallica in that Sonic Temple show in Columbus, Ohio in May. So
Instead of my personal opinion, I've got an outsider's opinion on that.
was he getting all excited or something?
Well, of course
I
I was.
Somehow Tool makes it into the
Yeah,
podcast.
see, when Tool was getting ready to be talked about, you see, I think we
His
should
ears
repeat
perk up.
that, you know,
Yeah.
go back. We'll see him like start
Hey,
jumping
Deftones
there.
are playing right before Tool.
Yeah.
Like I said, this isn't my opinion. A buddy I work with goes to the Sonic Temple Fest, which used to be Rock on the Range. He goes every year, and I asked him, because they just headlined 2 years ago, 2018, and I was like, what do you think about him headlining again? And he said they actually, as much as they all love Metallica, kind of felt ripped off that Metallica was headlining 2 of the nights. Because the reason you go to a festival is to see a
These are really good.
Dude,
Three
yeah.
nights, too. I mean, it's impressive. I mean, Chili
Huge.
Peppers first night, Bring the Horizon, Anthrax, Sublime,
with
All
Rome.
those
Hell Yeah.
events like that
Testament.
are phenomenal. Really?
I mean,
Testament.
there's all kinds of those. The second night, Slipknot, Evidences, Stain, Alter Bridge, Cypress Hill, Pennywise.
Pennywise, good
I
old
mean-
punk, classic punk band.
And then the last night on Sunday night, it's Tool, Deftones. And then it's like Pop Evil, Rancid, Dropkick Murphys,
Pop
Suicidal Tendencies.
Oh, that's a
You
good
know
crowd.
Kyle's going, he loves it.
Fuck Rancid, they fucking suck.
That Pop
That was
Evil
good.
band.
That was good shit. I can't believe you
You're
said
gonna burn
Rancid
in
sucked.
Probably.
I had an image of them when I was younger. I never heard them.
Party.
And I always seen that picture
I mean,
of the guy with the Liberty Mohawk, and I envisioned this hardcore, like, heavy punk band, and then when I heard them, it definitely wasn't what I expected.
I expected something
Ghost.
like the exploited.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Like they exploited.
I
something like
did.
that.
But I'll say this: Deftones are playing before Tool. Don't expect to hear Passenger. If you get it, be blessed that you got it, but just don't go thinking, oh, you know.
This also be the first show that John Ferrante
Yeah.
Frusciante will play with the Chili Peppers.
Yeah, there's another festival
okay,
that they're.
okay.
I think they're doing that too. But Chili Peppers, I've never seen live. It's a bucket list band of mine. So.
Same here. Same here.
Man, and like you said, Mike, all 3 nights, there's just such a collection of bands.
It's an incredible lineup.
It's
Man,
like a
it
mini
is.
Woodstock.
Let's make sure we don't have another puddle there, Bill. But Tool's going to be in Toledo May 4th too.
Toledo. Yeah, a lot
That's
of the,
weird, you know.
a lot of their shows they added to their tour, their Fear Inoculum tour, and a lot of those tickets went on sale today. And now some of them didn't sell out as fast as they have
I mean,
been.
they're playing all around here, so that's kind of
Yeah, and I'll tell you, man. I mean, fan or not, that show. And I'm not being biased, I am, but it's freaking amazing. Those guys are doing some stuff live that second to none. Kind of like Mike says with you too. There's just some of those live bands out there. If you're a fan of drummers, it revolves around Danny Carey. I mean, it's not the Maynard show anymore, but
Man.
You want me to stop, right? I can keep going.
No, you're fine, man. That's all right.
I know.
I know you can keep going with that.
But no, Chili Peppers, man. I'd love to see them. And Slipknot, always great live. Scott can vouch for that.
Oh God, yes. 3
solid
That's
headliners.
incredible.
Co-headline Evanescence. I mean, I'd love to take my daughter.
Testament. I mean, God.
Well,
that
Testament
lineup.
and Anthrax the same day.
Jesus.
They need to be.
That's going to be a killer show.
I'm telling
For
you.
sure.
I don't know if I could take all that 3 days in a row. I might be too old.
That's delicious.
As long as we take a lot of water and a lot of trail mix.
A lot of
we'll be okay.
naps. A lot of naps.
Hey,
It's pushing
did you
me
hear that
forward.
story about that
We're
girl
going
Duffy
forward.
that used to sing, the blonde-haired girl, kind of Amy Winehouse type singer, Duffy?
Yeah,
You
I
see
remember
that?
Duffy.
Yeah,
The Vampire Slayer?
she like hasn't been around music for the last 5 years or so. There's an article on there about how she
think
was
anybody heard me.
kidnapped, raped, drugged, and was held captive for several days.
Really?
Yeah. It's a really weird article. You can see it on our page if you want to read it. But
Damn,
I mean, she was a really good singer. I mean, had a good voice and all that.
Wow. I
She's
didn't
on that
see
song
that.
"Mercy." You know,
Yeah.
that's kind of a hit song.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is like just some kind of crazy story that you're going to start seeing here. Really weird.
We had a question. Eric Moore wants to know what we think of the PIA for $3,500. I'm not sure what PIA is. Do you guys know? I don't know what he's talking about, but apparently it's $3,500.
Like a real PA.
PIA. Yeah, I'll have to ask him. I'll see what he means by PIA.
What-
I just saw that.
if you could chime back in, what do you mean by PIA, man? We're not real sure on the question.
Yeah, but Rusty is watching now, our Dio fan, while we're talking to fans, and he
There you go.
he says who's Tool because he knows. He's probably suffered through a million of my conversations about Tool.
I got my Holy Diver shirt on just for you, dude.
But in my defense, he's just as big of a Dio fan as I am.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's in VAI guitar
Steve
for
Vai's
Ibanez.
guitar.
Oh, okay. Steve Vai's guitar, I guess, $3,500.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely not going out. Yeah, like you won't see it hanging up in the Imaginette studios. But I mean, Steve Vai is freaking amazing.
He's welcome to send us one.
Yeah, Eric, if you wanna donate it, man, we'll be happy to sign it for you or
I mean,
hang it up behind us.
you'll be likely to see Steve Vai in here before you will that guitar.
Yeah, but
All right. Let's see.
thanks for the question, though, man. We appreciate all that.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
We got an uplifting story, and this is kind of goes into our top 10 list in a way. Our top 10 list this week is songs that you listen to when you're angry. So we put that on the page. We had a lot of great people posting cool things on there for that. And
Yeah, dude.
so this kind of ties into it a little bit. We had another study that I posted on there that they did, and it says music takes 13 minutes to release sadness and 9 minutes to make you happy. So new research proves that the music heals, and if you can do at least give yourself about 15 minutes of music, apparently you'll be in a better mood than you were before you listened.
I've proved that in the past couple days.
Go ahead and say it, Mike. Say your mom.
Music is the
absolutely.
best medicine. We always say that every time.
Yep.
That's another story we get every week. Science is proving it every week more and more. That's just more proof right there.
Just to make you relax and overcome sadness.
You don't need drugs, man. You don't need alcohol. Just put your headphones on or your stereo and, you know, find that right song and, man, it'll heal you.
That's pretty cool.
That's living proof right here, man. You know, yeah.
It helped me.
It
All
helped me
right.
too, a lot.
Yeah, no kidding. Here's an interesting one. Let's kind of get into some of the stuff you're going to be coming out here soon. New Order and Pet Shop Boys are going to play 11 concerts together, starting September 18th in Chicago. So
Does that show also have Bauhaus on it?
I don't know.
Or is
about
that something else?
I just knew it's New Order and Pet Shop Boys.
Ah, dude, Bauhaus ain't done nothing since.
I saw them with
Tour
9
de
Inch
Nails.
Nails. Yeah. yeah.
Yeah, people didn't accept it very well. That pissed off
I
Peter
did.
and Trent.
I did.
You and I were probably the only two. But that's a killer 80s nostalgia
Yeah, absolutely.
lineup.
Here's
man.
kind of another one kind of close. The Melvins' Buzz Osborne is to release a second solo album called Gift of Sacrifice. Coming out May 15th. And he's going to be in Chicago, Ohio. Columbus, Ohio, June 17th. From the Melvins.
Cool.
Don't hear much from them.
Cool.
Judas Priest announced a 50 heavy metal year tour. 2020, starting in the fall.
Years.
Looks like not around here though. September 23rd in Detroit, September 22nd in Chicago, and September 30th in St. Louis.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's another one, dude. Rob Halford, man.
Yeah, no kidding.
Enjoy that dude while you can.
Yeah.
Got one of the godfathers of metal.
One of the best singers that's ever walked the face of earth.
Now, this one's interesting. Not a lot of people probably know who, but Kraftwerk,
Oh, I do.
probably one of the world's most well-known electronic music
Yep.
kind of bands ever.
Yep.
Like since the 70s, these guys have been around.
Yep.
They're doing a 50th anniversary tour, and when you go, it's going to be in 3D.
Yeah. I saw that. I saw that story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's basically they're all up there, and all they all have keyboards,
Mhm.
and it's just electronic.
They have
pop.
10 studio albums. I mean,
Yeah.
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 So
It's a good band. Check it out.
they're going to be July 20th in Columbus, Ohio, and July 21st in Chicago. That's the closest you can get, but you'll never probably see those guys do anything again. That's very rare
Very,
that they're playing anywhere.
very rare.
Another show that was posted, they're getting ready to team up to do this new metal revival.
Yes.
It's kind of a metal tour with Saliva, Power Man 5000, Edema, and Flaw. So,
But
A demon, flaw, man. Heard those names in forever.
there is one downfall to that.
Uh-oh.
Josie Scott will not be singing for Saliva.
Oh.
Why?
Yes.
Why are they a different singer?
I don't know. He just said he won't do it.
It ain't really saliva then, is it?
Exactly.
probably
That's on our page too. I think I actually may have beat you to that one. But yeah, but that's still going to be a good show.
yeah.
That's a lot of good bands.
Neil Young announces he's going to do a Crazy Horse tour, Crazy Horse Barn tour. He is only going to be playing like rundown arenas or places that don't get used very often. He's his idea of doing this, from what I read in the article.
Like Pepsi Coliseum kind of.
Yeah, maybe something like
Oh,
that.
God, that'd be amazing.
So look for that. I think he's going to be doing some really interesting stuff with this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Godfather of grunge right there, dude. I love some old Neil Young.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Talk about a unique voice, but man, he can strum that guitar.
Yep.
All right, here you go, Scott. Carcass. New album, August 7th. So they're doing stuff.
So they're doing stuff.
That's about as hard as it gets. Carcass.
You know, I can honestly say I've never heard a Carcass song.
Not, okay, if you
Shame on
want,
me.
to dig into them,
I
their
don't think I.
their masterpiece album is called Heartwork. Check it out; it is phenomenal. But anyway,
All right, Black Keys and Gary Clark Jr. Deer Creek, July 24th.
that'd be a good show.
Gary Clark being a Grammy winner this year, I'm kind of surprised he's not headlining his own show. I can dig on him.
Yeah.
Black Keys are good too.
I don't agree with who he beat out for that Grammy, but you might agree with me on that. So.
yeah, I did.
But still,
Yeah,
man,
I
that
do
dude.
too.
Beat out
I don't
Tool.
know who his band will be. He had the Roots with him on the Grammys. So
We'll see.
That's
That's a pretty good double bill, though.
shoot, yeah, Black Keys. They're for a popular band, they got some groovy songs.
Yeah. Jamie Johnson's going to be at White River on July 30th. So
That'd be a good
Give
show.
that twang in
Yeah,
Jackson when he said
He
that.
is a good show.
Hell yeah, damn good show.
Yeah.
he was just at the
He's a good
scene.
show.
All That Remains is going to be at the Marat May 2nd.
Very good show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that with Butcher Babies?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Santana and Earth, Wind and Fire, July 10th at Deer Creek.
Wow.
Santana. That's a couple. Better go see him while you can.
That
No,
reminds
these guys
me
aren't
of
getting
a
younger.
movie quote, man. Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
You got them Earth, Wind, and Fire tickets yet? Earth, Wind, and Fire for Jefferson. I'll let you know when they come in, man.
I always like that in
Yeah.
Dazed and Confused. It's not those bands, but they're talking about Aerosmith and
Yep.
Matthew McConaughey. Top priority of the summer, man.
Yep. Yep.
I miss when concert tickets were top priority of the summer. I mean, they
Yeah.
kind of are now, but you got to take a second mortgage out on your house just to afford it.
Yeah.
We liked into that. We did that $20 that day they had them for $20
That group
last
hard
year.
shit.
That's a good time to get
No,
it.
Ticketmaster did it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's $20 for like a bazillion different shows.
Yeah, hopefully we can do that this year.
We
Hey,
got
Rusty,
some
thanks for
awesome
tuning in, brother.
shows.
You can still do that on Groupon too. People are posting all the time that are finding tickets for these shows that are expensive. Like
All you gotta do is dig.
a couple of my friends got tickets for Korn and Faith No More for $20
Right.
flat.
I
No
know,
fees.
Yeah, like Mandy and Lee. they're
Yeah,
big on
that's who it
that,
was. Yeah.
Wow.
You
Yeah,
just
Groupon.
gotta dig around.
Yep.
Yep.
This last summer we went and saw John Fogerty.
Yeah.
Great live show.
$10 a piece.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's always a good idea to wait here and see
And
what happens.
we
with that.
got the
Yeah.
tickets the day up.
Yeah.
Oh,
You just
yeah.
gotta
Cool.
look around.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely expensive shows out there, but there's some affordable ones too. What's that place in Rushville you talked about, man? Free concerts in Rushville?
Yeah, that on the levee. Like
Yeah.
I said, they always have some good, a lot of cover band stuff, but it's a beautiful place for free.
Dude, one of the best shows I ever saw was that venue, and it was a band called Pink Droid.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You,
No,
I
I
think we
remember
talked about
that.
that. a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago.
It's a Pink Floyd tribute band, and you
Cool.
cannot tell the difference. They have the lasers, the big round screen beside them, the horns, the ladies singing.
Nice.
It's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
I know like they have a John Bon Jovi or Bon Jovi cover band and like a AC/DC cover band that's going to be there this year.
That'd be fun.
There'll be some other stuff on there.
They've
Just-
had a GNR one
I
before.
think we should all take that rock cruise.
Oh, well, Slipknot's
Oh,
doing a Not Fest on at sea.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be
That
fun,
would be
man.
fun.
I don't know. I may get seasick. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Coronavirus, man.
don't know if I want. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't know if I want to be on there with that coronavirus crap. So
Maybe we could catch a slip shark.
Slip shark.
so damn Chinese.
We're kind of between stories.
Maybe we can catch a
This
corn.
this one weird guy, I think he's like a stalker. He's always watching, named Eric Kidd. He's got this fascination with Scott's socks tonight, man.
He's on a roll.
Keeps getting turned on. He's like, hey, is anybody gonna talk about Scott's socks?
Why would we?
They're turned on. He's turned. Like I said, I think he's a stalker, man. He watches us every week. He's single-handedly responsible for
Here,
putting us on
I'll
YouTube.
let you hold the candle because the next one I'm reading off here, I know you'll want the comfort of Kyle. Michael Bolton's gonna be at Brown County.
Michael Bolton.
Yeah,
Me and
Ladies.
you, buddy. Me and you.
yeah.
We're going.
It's like
Kyle-
those jars you would have in front of a cash register for
I know,
change.
isn't it terrible?
Holy
Little Susie.
I'm sure during this show we'll have a Facebook Live with Kyle and Scott will be in the front row at Michael Bolton.
Oh, you know it.
So
Possibly.
I'm sure we'll be broadcasting live for that.
That's why Kyle's not here. He's
So-
getting ready for Michael Bolton.
Dave Mustaine right behind him.
Kicking my ass.
Did anybody watch his?
Celine Dion sitting next to him.
Michael Bolton had that Netflix Valentine's Day
It's
show.
almost scary, isn't it?
Did you guys watch that Michael Bolton Valentine's Day thing
Sorry,
on?
man, I missed it.
Yeah, I was hoping somebody. I think it's like I don't know. I think it's comedy, but I really don't know. Like I do things that question my man card enough on my own, and I don't want a chance clicking on that Michael Bolton.
I'm glad you said that on camera because I can't, you just think a man come taken away for life.
You think anybody would
Hey, I'm
admit
okay.
that?
Oh, hey, whatever.
Wow.
If that's the worst thing that happens.
Hey,
After me licking Kyle's head, the nightmares that I've experienced, I
Probably
promise.
true.
If I lose my man card, that'll,
Well, they
nothing will
can't
trump the nightmares
probably
I've been
wanted
through.
to say we haven't bolted out some
Yeah.
Michael Bolton.
right.
At one time in our life.
As far as his main card goes, everybody here knows I'll still admit to this day I'm the biggest Sarah McLaughlin fan you'll ever meet.
That is
so,
true. You are.
So,
I can't name a Michael Bolton song off the top of my head. I know some.
I can't either, but I know him. If I heard it, we would know the words probably.
sure something about love or something about being your man.
I just remember around Valentine's Day that popped up on my Netflix. I'm like, no way.
Oh my god.
You brother watched it, didn't you?
Don't
Tell the
lie.
He had an awesome moment, I tell you that.
The more I keep talking about it, the more I'm kind of like, man.
I'm gonna go and
He's
rewatch
gonna
that.
go
We'll text
that
Dee Dee, hey, how are you doing later?
DVR that.
I know. Us watching it. All right, Bill and Dee Dee's reaction video to watching Michael Bolton. Stupid. I'm going to change the subject. Mitchell said he saw Tool and Deftones do Passenger Live. I'm jealous, Mitchell.
That's funny.
Wow.
I am using you to change the subject, but...
Alright. Last little story, Scott will be happy about this too. American Horror Story Season 10 is coming out.
Yes.
Macaulay Culkin is going to be in it.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Sarah Paulson.
He looks kind of scary.
But Evan fucking Peters is back. That's all that
No.
matters.
Peters.
I already hadn't decided.
Yeah, he's decided. He's signed on.
I cannot even watch this 1984.
Oh, I loved it.
I can't get into it.
Oh, I loved it. It's like watching a Friday the 13th movie.
Yeah?
It was awesome.
Maybe you kind of got to be a fan of that genre. You know?
Oh, I am.
But yes, Evan Peters
But
signed back on too.
That's my
yes.
problem.
Yes, Sarah Paulson and
That's
and
my problem.
I'm
Macaulay
saying
Culkin.
Peters, man. That's-
I can't help it. I like to say Peters.
Do you know
Didn't
the
we
thing on
have,
the
like,
video just
Red
went out
Peters
of
earlier or
business?
something?
I got all the seasons for $3.
Sounds like a drink.
Uh,
Like a beer.
I haven't got into...
Can't be.
I don't know. I don't watch a lot of horror
$3
anymore.
a disc.
And obviously
$3 a
that
season.
American
I
Horror
don't,
Story.
I
And
don't watch it that much either, but
It's a great
Oh,
show.
we watch
guys.
it.
it seems like every
It's
season...
so good.
Well, like,
We're
I'm
faithful with it.
a
Same.
huge Kathy Bates fan. They had her on a couple
Oh,
seasons
She's
ago. They're
in
always-
most of them.
Yeah, and she's phenomenal in them.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of them.
So they're always... I think they're trying to get me to watch it. They keep... Like, I love Macaulay Culkin. He's interesting to watch.
I
so-
tell you
Michael
what,
Bolton
if
has
you
to
want
be
to
in
start with the season,
No,
Bill,
I don't know how he's
start with Hotel.
Yeah. I
Start
watched some of
with
that
that,
first one with the...
Now see,
the
that's one
house
Sam
and-
can't get into.
Hotel?
Yes, I don't get it either. It's my favorite.
Dee Dee
The
watches it.
hotels.
I don't know.
Hotel and Apocalypse are my two tops.
And Lady
So
Gaga
it's a
and
small story, that's
Hotel.
Yes.
I know they're all into
Oh
it.
my God.
I don't watch
You
it.
see every inch of her.
Yeah,
I probably would like it if I
Doing
watched
Star
it. I
Wars
just-
porn
I
too.
got too many other things to watch.
That's neat. Yeah, just... Well, horror, man, it kind of... just like our list tonight, the angry songs.
Which I
I
watched
just-
the other night.
I don't know. I think the world's scary enough, man. I don't really need a movie to scare me. I turn on the news and it's like, oh my god, coronavirus.
Yeah, it's
you know,
scary
I mean,
enough. Alright, did you want to say something about the green jello stuff, or?
yeah, I can talk about that. Eric and Kyle and I've been a Green Jello fan for a long time, and I'm blessed to be personal friends with those guys. And took Eric and Kyle to see him and experience that.
That's why Kyle's not here, actually. He got beat up so bad.
Yeah, it was. I will say this, and I know all the guys in the band will agree with me. That was a horrible venue for their show. It was like a guy I met there said it was like that venue's like seeing a live band in the back of a semi. Just real narrow. There was no tables, no chairs, no handicap accessibility at all. And Kyle, we had him in his wheelchair, and he done really good until Jello started, and then the mosh pit started, and we had a hard time finding a safe spot for him. But we did, everybody kind of banded together, helped him out, and man, the opening bands were just phenomenal. We sing a lot of just good bands, good live bands. Met all of them. A lot of Jello members, they travel from all over country. Bill from Hollywood, Bill Manspeaker, the singer, my friend. I will post pictures later on the Imagine That page. I got a couple videos. I just got a new phone, so it was the first night I got to use it. So I'll have to go through them and see which ones are good and which ones are not.
So I have this picture in my head of you and Eric holding Kyle up in his wheelchair over his head, bouncing him around. Is that why he got hurt? Or?
It's funny you say that because the singer, he likes to... he does some funny stuff. It's a comedy thing, but it's also a crowd participation thing. And the singer likes standing on a chair. There were no chairs. So he's looking for something to stand on, and Eric yells out, "Use the wheelchair." Kyle started to get up, like Kyle was going to give it to him. And I'm like, Kyle, no, you sit down, because Bill Manspeaker's crazy enough. He would have done it. Like, he would have been on the stage in that wheelchair.
Oh my God, you would've-
So,
It was
but
a good show.
anyway,
It was a really good show.
yeah, it was fun. You know, we got a lot of stuff signed. I got this is a friend of mine, Lazy D, we call him. Lazy Ass Destroyer, another band that opened up. This song, I won't say the title, but it's going to be on the new Green Jello album that's going to be coming up. But it hasn't came to fruition. When it does, we'll put that in our new music and kind of go from there. So, yeah, but Kyle's healing. He'll be all right.
So we're getting into top 10 lists. There's a couple other things going on. Electric Doom Wagon is going to be playing at Black Circle Brewery. That's on East 46th Street in Indianapolis. Those guys are kind of doing some stuff and trying to support them a little bit. And then you got tonight. I'm sure Bill Guffey will be buying beers for everybody at
Yeah.
Scooters.
Don't
Shotgun
count on it.
Revival, Sam Porter, and those guys will be out there having a
Amazing.
big leap year party at Scooters tonight. So
What's Jackie say? Leap year only happens.
Once every 4 years.
Yeah, and what better way to celebrate it with some live music, man?
Yeah.
Sam's great. You know, I've known Sam for a long time and just, you know, seen him
Good
live.
stuff.
Very eclectic.
definitely some good music at that
Two
place.
things I'd like to add real quick. For you guys that didn't know, and I don't think Mike brought it up, for the fans that are there, Five Finger Death Punch released a new album yesterday called F8.
F8.
If probably for Five Finger Death
Yeah.
Punch, or it stands for Fate, maybe, I don't know.
Oh.
But it came out yesterday. If you're a fan, check it out. I haven't listened to it, probably won't. So
Some people call them
I
dad
forgot
metal,
about
or
that.
you know,
They're
the Nickelback of heavy
good.
metal. They're fun live. I've seen them.
Yeah.
You know,
they're talented.
Good.
I just,
There's
is the Ivan Moody guys? He's still with them? He's,
Yeah.
He's kind of a case, man.
Yeah.
He sometimes goes on
he's
some
been
rants,
sober
but
for 3 years now.
good. I've seen him in a lot of what was it, Mayhems and.
Yeah,
Was there another one? So New Death Punch came out.
yeah, just came out yesterday.
Who was it? Did you say two, or just that's the only one?
Just that's
Okay.
the only one. But
Who
yeah,
was the first band you said, Mike? I'm sorry, I want to take note.
Oh, what? Electric
Yep.
Doom Wagon?
Yep, Electric Doom Wagon. Right on, man.
What's that Josh Burns guy that tattoos at Underdog?
Oh, was he the one that tattooed Post Malone?
No, he's not. He's
No,
not.
no, that was
Chad.
Oh, okay.
Zach and Chad.
Oh, okay. Doom Wagon. All right.
Yep.
The other thing I want to say before we get into our list is I wasn't here last week, and it was my friend April's idea to do the whole Black History Month thing. I have two that I want to say that nobody said, and I cannot fucking believe nobody said them. Number one, Isaac Hayes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
How did nobody say Isaac Hayes?
I mean, he's okay, but he's not worth causing an earthquake over.
Well,
Good Lord, this guy.
I'm earthquaking.
Death over here, man.
Man, I got African American blood in
I
me.
mean, Isaac
so-
Hayes, he's awesome, but
And the
he's
other
no
one?
Michael Jackson,
The other one, how the fuck did nobody mention Tupac?
parental advisor.
Or Biggie.
Because
Did
we
you
said-
mention Biggie?
Yeah, I mean, we said Snoop, and you know,
Nobody
we
said
threw our-
Snoop. We discussed that.
Well, and I told you too. To me, Tupac was more of a poet.
But he was.
We were talking. I mean, it's subjective. You know,
Yeah, it is.
that for rap fans, Tupac was huge, legendary. But yeah, I mean, you'll see just like with this list today, it's all subjective and eclectic.
Those two shocked me. That's all I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, good too to add to the list though.
But the rest of the list were absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, heck
Phenomenal. Everybody said
Yeah, there
it
was some good ones.
But we say every week we always leave some names off. There was the maybe Eric Gales, I think's his name, that my buddy Brandon had us looking up. He's like better than that Gary Clark Jr. Gary's good, but yeah, Eric Gales. But we gotta get into some angry songs tonight, fellas.
Yeah, top 10 songs you listen to when you're angry. It's the big top 10 list this week.
Songs that piss you off or
Now,
whatever.
I usually listen to an album, like Pantera or something like that, But to pick out some songs was kind of a little more interesting to
to do that. It was kind of a little more fun, I
That,
guess.
since he's not here, I'll speak on his behalf. I know Kyle was going to say that. Like, he said his go-to album, Slayer, God Hates Us All. He said if he's pissed off, he can put that album on, and by the time the last note hits on the last song, he's over it.
Pretty
So-
much, yeah.
Eric, did you have any?
No, sir.
Oh,
What
yeah.
the hell good
I know
are
you
they?
got a couple,
All the music I
bro.
listen to is angry music anyway. So
Well, give us a couple favorites, man.
I really
Just don't take them off my list.
Don't really
German metal.
Yeah. What's your? Who's the German metal band you were talking about last night? I know you're a big Rammstein fan, but
Oomph.
Oomph,
It's not
maybe?
really angry music. Though.
It's not. Well,
No, it's disco metal.
so you tell us you only listen to angry music. Now you tell us you don't have any angry music to tell us.
Yeah.
Oxymoron, anyone? Now Eric's our YouTube guy, man. Eric does a lot of stuff behind the scenes for us, and we appreciate it. So I guess we'll let him off the hook.
Well, look at the
Tell everybody you
woman
like
perspective, I guess.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
last
man.
in line.
Okay, good.
That's Mike, man.
We earned our
can't,
keep.
No, that's the shirt.
we can't pry that away from Mike. He's
We
the
earned our
analytical man.
keep in the way we go here.
What about the Wiggins? You got any?
In the
Through
car.
them eyes.
Pantera walk.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Awesome.
that's a given.
Well,
Yeah.
you can go about anywhere you need to go with Pantera.
Just depends on
You can.
Yep.
how mad I am.
I don't know if I ever seen a bigger mosh pit than Pantera Live, 97 I think it was, White Zombie. Like 3 sections of the lawn at Deer Creek, man. Just,
Oh
Big
yeah,
old-
shit was nuts.
and that released some anger. Like it's hard for me to get angry because I was in that pit. I struggled.
He got it all
I
out.
struggled
Yeah,
to
he
evoke
got it
that
all
emotion. Yeah.
He's got a lot to give you.
That's
Wow.
not true. I struggle with anger.
I mean, you can take
Like
this
everybody.
topic a million ways.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
It's
always
all
can.
subjective and
Yep.
yeah. So
I sent him a message the other day. I said it's not as simple as just writing down some songs.
Everybody overthinks it.
it's hard.
Funny.
Well, we
So-
do, but we don't. It's the
Yeah.
hardest thing is limiting it to 10.
So, all right,
That-
Jackie.
that's where I was at.
Right?
I would say Dig.
Mud Vein.
Yes.
Yeah,
I want.
a good one.
It's got one of the heaviest metal screams in it. You know.
Yeah, I would say Dig. I would, I mean, you got your cliche ones and you got your regular ones. I did my homework.
I like how she acted like she didn't have a list,
No, I
and then
haven't.
10
All
minutes.
the time.
10 minutes into her list, she pulls out a list.
There's probably 4 or 5 Pantera songs on my list. Different ones as far as that goes.
Just don't name mine.
Well, how does she know? She can't read your mind.
Oh, I bet I could.
Oh,
I would
me too.
probably say, regular people, a new level.
Oh yeah.
For Pantera.
Both good ones.
Friend in
And
a bottle of pills.
and then if
That
you
one
want to
sticks out
stay
for
on
me.
those lines, Damage playing Fuck You.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I always think of Pantera fucking hostile.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Obviously.
I've got one I've
I
got to
would
put on
say
my
that's
list. I'm
probably
writing down right now.
And then, something you probably wouldn't think of, and like today, Sam even watched the video because he wouldn't have thought of it for nothing. Kim by Eminem.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
very. I struggled listening to that album because it was too personal to me.
A very,
yeah.
it's personal album.
You
I
feel-
put
It is.
I put an Eminem song on there too.
Is that the one where he kills her and puts her in a trunk?
Yeah.
No, or is that the one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel like you're in their living room listening to them fight, man. That's,
Hell yeah.
that's deep, dude.
Yeah,
That's
it
a good
is.
artist.
So good call.
Good
Good
one.
artist.
The Way I Am by Eminem. It's a
Oh yeah.
big hit, like that one.
Yeah, that is a good one too.
All right, Jackie, keep on going. What you got?
Payback Slayer.
Good one.
Yeah, good
Um,
one.
That's
People
off the
with
guy
shit.
Hates Us All.
Huh?
Oh,
People equal shit.
that's fun. Wow.
And and then a little bit out of that realm, you got One Step Closer, Linkin Park. That's pretty,
Yeah.
that's a pretty angry song to me.
Yep, I got that on there.
And then you got your normal cliche break stuff.
Oh yeah.
Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, everybody's
That's a
gonna
damn
go
good
there.
one. That's a damn good one.
I love that video.
It's one of the biggest ones of all time, honestly.
1996. It's pretty. It's probably the most angry, I think, Manson song, lyric-wise.
It's a good one.
I mean, if you analyze it, and that now Sam's number one was Divine by Korn.
Ooh, good one, dude.
Nice one.
That's one of
That
those.
was a clown earlier.
And his second one, he says, was Irresponsible Hate Anthem.
That's a good one too.
Oh, when you said Manson, that's what that's what I thought of. Seeing that back in the '90s live was a treat.
Yes.
Yeah, being on either side of that back in the 90s live.
Like
Oh,
I told you,
yeah.
I saw the Antichrist 2 or 4 times. He opened with that song every time.
Sweet, man.
So,
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular.
absolutely.
Any more?
Well, I mean, you got the Reflecting God,
Oh, some more Manson.
a Five Finger Death Punch, Step to This,
That's a good one.
King Kill 33. I can go on and on and that.
Yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, Jackie's a Manson fan. I love that, man. That, Sam, you kind of hear that twang in his voice and don't expect to hear a lot of Manson, and then he starts pulling them out. Badass, dude.
Yep.
Sweet list, though. Thank you for your contribution.
And he didn't really help me too much. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he kind of irritated me. He gave me 3 songs.
We can't skip the boss. What's the boss got?
I just listen to Godsmack.
Yeah,
Ah, man.
that's one thing. Your Godsmack think you're gonna run.
Yeah.
You've told us that before. That's your go-to. When Tina's listening to Godsmack, just let her be.
Yeah,
Give her space.
That's funny.
sure.
When Tool headlined Rock on the Range, Godsmack played before him, and I forgot how much I loved him until I seen him live again. And yeah, just heavy,
They give a good show.
feel good. Yeah, great live band.
It's a fun show.
So heck yeah,
I've seen them.
that's all you
probably about
got.
10
Nothing
times.
else.
That's all I need. When
All
I-
right, sweet.
I start with one and when I.
All right, here we go.
I mean, there's angry slow songs too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to go first, or you want?
No, we'll just go in order. That's
Okay.
fine.
All right.
I'll go next.
Hit it.
Alright. Like I said, as always, I never do mine in any order till number 1.
When did you say that?
Every damn show. So anyway,
I heard.
first off, I'm gonna say Slipknot, Disaster Piece.
No, that's one man.
I mean, the opening line, I want to slit your throat and fuck the wound. I mean, come on.
That's like 8. I'm counting F words.
Anyway, next is Machine Head, Imperium. Great song to get pissed off to and just get out some anger.
Yeah, we had some friends that just saw them live not too long ago.
Yeah. Soulfly, Jump the Fuck Up,
Ooh.
which also features Corey Taylor as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep saying it treats live, man.
A lot of people might not, especially this one here and this one, but I picked Manson's Jesus Crisis.
Okay.
That song
I
just
get that.
makes me angry as
Really?
hell. Yes.
From his new stuff, that's one of his
I mean,
better.
come on,
Yeah.
I write songs to fight and to fuck too. I mean, it just gets me going. There's another F-bomb for you.
Yeah, we're up to 19 now.
Okay. Again,
FCC.
8 to 19.
Slipknot, All Out
slow
Life.
Which one?
All Out Life.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one.
Slipknot, great song to get your blood pumping and make you want to do some bad things.
I think maybe you were angry during that big.
So
boom
he's
of
trying to
Slipknot.
gain.
Well, I've been
Dance
listening to a lot of Slipknot over my vacation.
I get it.
And they've helped me with some things that I've lost in my life that I no longer give a fuck about.
So getting over anger.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha.
Here's a band a lot of people don't know. It's called Nothing Face. The song Blue Skin.
Yeah, Nothing Faces Killer.
Here we go with Kyle. I'm going to go with you, but a different song. Slayer, Hate Worldwide.
Ooh.
Agreeing with Jackie. Slipknot, People Equal Shit. It's hard to top that.
Oh yeah, it speaks for itself.
I
man.
just randomly say that all the time too.
I do too. I do too. Lamb of God, Laid to Rest.
Ooh.
Something really gets you angry.
Another good one.
Another Manson song from me that's different than one Jackie picked. Saint.
Hope he is.
That
I
one
can see
just-
that. Okay.
It just gets me
I can
going.
see
Some
that.
Cool.
Some of the words and that just makes me.
See I don't see it like that's what's beautiful about music. You know, you get one emotion from it, other people get a completely different
Well,
emotion.
Right.
I picked a Manson song that I didn't mention because Sam just totally didn't get it, and it's a slower one. But
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I get the anger in it.
Right.
Beautiful, man. Awesome.
Another Lamb of God song, "Walk with Me in Hell."
Yeah.
Great song. This one, ironically, was also on my favorite love song list. Same song, "Strapping Young Lad," "Love." Not only is it a great love song, it also really pisses you off. So,
Yeah.
there's that one. Next is Static X, "I Want to Fucking Break It."
Ooh.
Great song.
They got some good ones.
Again with Jackie, another same band but a different song. A lot of people may not understand why this song makes me angry, but it's Mudvayne, "World So Cold."
Killer, dude.
No, I get it.
The lyrics of that just, ugh.
Yeah, he's genius lyricist.
Next would be Hatebreed, "Perseverance."
Yeah.
And about any hate
Yeah,
breed
you-
makes you angry, but Perseverance, the words just,
Yeah, that was on my list. Yeah.
was it?
Oh yeah, dude.
Sorry,
Seeing
bro.
them was like, no, you're good, dude. Apologize to me. I'm right there with you.
Next is a band called Chimera. The song's called "Pure Hatred."
Yeah, that band should have got more credit than they ever did.
Great song. I'm gonna go with Tina, the boss over here, but this one, "Godsmack, I Fucking Hate You."
Oh.
I mean, how could you go wrong with that? And my number one,
Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh,
Drum
you got
roll.
number one in order though. Huh?
I know, is this the top
my,
20?
my
or
number
top
my
10?
number one is always what I say last. My number one is Pantera, "Yesterday Don't Mean Shit."
Good one,
Yeah,
man.
that's a good
I
one.
love that. Yeah, that's
Like I
another
said, you
one.
can do about anything with Pantera.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, I'll keep it rolling. Scott, great list, dude.
Thank
Loves
you,
it.
sir. Thank you.
Yes.
And again, I guess no order really. The only two I just now thought, I'll say honorable mentions. Pantera, War Nerve. I mean,
Oh,
opening line.
yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
It was on one of my papers.
Yeah.
That's,
Um,
that's a good one.
And then I used to go to this when I was working out. Power Man 5000, Worlds Collide. Man, that was just yeah. That was a fun one, dude.
I don't know why that would make you mad, but
No, it don't really. So on my list, it's kind of more songs like
Pumped up.
I don't know. Yeah, I get your
Okay.
hands up.
Okay.
I guess it's not mad but energetic, so maybe that wasn't a good one to put on there. but,
Adrenalized.
Adrenalized,
Not
yeah.
to be
So,
confused with Def Leppard.
but yeah, anger. I mean, I guess most of the songs though do kind of, if you're angry, they get you over anger. So,
Sure.
so on my list, I'll start at the top. Korn's "Faggot."
Oh, yes.
No offense to anybody, but that song's just kind of epitomizes anger. Another song that I personally know was written from a very dark and angry place, "A Perfect Circles," Judith.
Yeah.
Written after his mom passed away. He had some anger issues with that. Wrote that song. It's awesome.
Sure.
And I guess this one's more of an energy kind of drowning pool. Body. Let the bodies hit the floor. Just pumps you
No,
up,
I
man.
have that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So here's one I know everybody will kind of agree with from our favorite movie, Natural Born Killers, L7 Shit List. Yeah. I miss. They're still around. They still tour sometimes. I miss that band though. Now with my hate breed, I went with "I Will Be Heard."
Yeah, that's a good
That
one.
whole Perseverance album, man. You can just power, dude. Like seeing them with Slayer was a treat. Had to put a Rage song on there, Rage Against the Machine, Bulls on Parade. I like when he says that 5-sided fisticon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just cool, man. Making up words and stuff.
Yep.
And I can't go without putting my Tool on the list. Ticks and Leeches, one of their heavier. I mean, that is that's a very heavy song written from anger. Now my Slayer is Disciple. You want to talk about a song that captured hatred?
Oh yes.
I can be a fan of music that's about praising God or hating God, whatever. And with Slayer, of course, it's going to be the hate, and they captured that emotion, like nobody else could.
I mean-
Slayer.
I mean, dude, Disciple, Hate Worldwide, Payback. I mean,
Seeing them open a show with Disciple, man, it was just
several times.
Okay, and then I agree with Jackie. I got Limp Bizkit break stuff. That just, when you're angry, what do you want to do, man? You
Break
want
stuff.
give me something to break,
Break your
man.
fucking face.
Yeah, and like I said, that
You
video
know
was
it's not
killer.
at all.
Nostalgic feeling. Pull that
Out
video
of all the
up.
charts I saw, anything about this, that was always the number one song.
Oh, I believe
Yeah.
it.
I
Was
believe it.
Limp Bizkit
Uh,
break stuff.
It
Well,
was my headphones.
I remember the story when they wrote that song. They purposely tried to write it to make it easy for musicians to play. And Wes Borland talked about how hard it was to write a chord progression that fit that song that would be so easy. But that song is, like any guitar player will tell you, it's one of the easiest songs to play. And my number one, I know Scott will agree with this, and I can't believe he didn't. Well, you did have a Sepultura, didn't you? Or no, you didn't.
I had Soul.
Freaking Straight Hate, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it says it in the title.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that whole Roots album from Sepultura, and
I
that's
just had Soulfly, so
yeah, Max
yeah.
Cavalera, same dude. So
yeah.
that's my list, man.
Could I have one real quick to Bill's
Yeah,
list
top
because
30.
I can't believe. No, listen
Like
though.
Kyle.
There's a song I forgot I did not add by Korn, and I should have. And this song takes me to one of the darkest places of my life, and it will make me cry like a fucking baby every time. Daddy.
Yeah, that's a dark,
Yeah.
twisted song. Yep. Korn
I
was
think
good
all
at that.
three
Who
of
was their
those Korn
producer
songs
back
are
then?
pretty dark.
Ross Robinson.
Yeah, Ross Robinson. He was good at that, man. He'd take a guy in the studio. And,
He bring out every emotion in John he could.
yeah, he sure did. They were in a dark place back then. That whole album, man.
Yeah,
Like I said, I
Blind.
think all three of those Korn songs are pretty angry.
absolutely.
Hey, Sam Porter's watching.
The
Wow.
Murmurs You Suck is
They're-
a good one too.
What's that?
The Murmurs You Suck.
I don't know that one.
I don't either.
I remember them, yeah.
That freaking stalker, Eric Kidd, man, he's watching.
Binge and
I'll tell
Purge
you
by
that guy.
Clutch.
Is he calling
Binge
in?
and Purge by Clutch.
Binge and Purge by Clutch.
Yeah.
okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Eric's been trying to get me into Clutch. Let's hear the analytical list, Mike.
Yeah, I got all kinds of little wild ones here because
I can't wait.
I kind of thought of some of my old songs too, but
I see one I wish I would have thought of.
Pat Benatar, Hit Me With Your Best Shot.
Sweet.
That's one.
I like it.
But some of the stuff I listen
That's
to.
a cocky little song.
Yeah, I know it is.
Cocky little song.
The Descendants, Everybody Sucks. That's a big
Ah.
song.
And we're
I used
like,
to
we
like.
might be really dark.
Or how about Black Flag, I've Had It.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Punk fans, anyone?
30 Seconds to Mars, To Kill. That's always a
That's a
good
good
one.
one.
I don't know that one.
I always thought of them
I can't.
for some reason.
All the women have to have this one probably on there because that's the greatest of all time. Alanis Morissette, You Ought to Know.
Oh, yeah, dude.
wow.
That's one
I
where she's
didn't-
talking about digging your
That's
nails in
like-
someone else's back. I hope you feel it. Man, what
Yeah.
a twisted chick.
How about, remember Prodigy, Smack That Bitch?
Oh, that's a good one.
Smack my bitch.
That was a
up.
great
Wow.
music
Seen
video.
that live too, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Prodigy.
Whole Violet.
I didn't
Yeah.
think of that one,
That's a
but
good
I'm
one.
not the whole fan.
Speaking of
so
twisted
I
chicks.
just couldn't give her that credit.
Yeah.
Even though I did think of that.
About Dead Kennedys, I Fought the Law.
That's
Yeah.
a good one. That's a good one.
Now, is that a cover of the classic song, just their version of it?
Yeah,
Or is it? Okay.
it's kind of like, well, I'll do that later.
Okay.
DMX, Party Up.
Ah.
No, okay.
Something a little rapish here that I always like listening to him when I'm kind of upset. Allison Chain, Angry Chair.
That's what I saw that on your
Yeah.
list. That's sweet, dude.
Yeah, that's
I don't get angry when I hear Lane.
It's hard to, but I see his point
there.
with that one.
I do, but I just,
If you're gonna have an old school one back when we were kids, how about Twisted Sister? You know, We're Not Gonna Take It.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That brought out the angst in our teenage years.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ultimate Vandal song, like let's go out TPing.
No, this last part's here pretty much the list that kind of made the list here, the best. But 3 Days Grace, I Hate Everything About You.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a fucking
That's
good
just
one.
kind of a feel good hate, maybe
Yeah.
great song. I don't know. I just want to
Lyrically, yeah.
Green Day, Platypus. That's
Yeah,
a wild
that's a good
song. Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name of.
Yeah.
So,
That's
System of a Down prison song.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
yeah.
BYOB.
That's a good one.
Korn, Dead Bodies Everywhere.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a good
always
one.
one for me. Then these are pretty much the last two typical that you should have had on your list if you're analytical like me. But Drowning Pool, Bodies,
I,
Mhm.
and Disturbed, Down with the Sickness. Those are usually the
Yeah.
I tossed that
Hit
around.
songs.
It's on one of my papers in the
big. Yeah,
That was
so-
stupefied, but Down with the Sickness, yeah.
Yeah, those two are always kind of like on the big list of everybody's
Yeah.
mainstream
I could see that.
list.
About
so.
abuse.
That's it
I
for
can
me.
see that.
I was gonna say that about Korn, man. I mean, Jonathan, he's just a genius at capturing that anger.
Yeah, really.
It's just a genius.
Yeah,
And it's-
90% of his songs are like that.
And you know, that's
This
those
new
artists.
album is phenomenal. Man.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's
Yes,
so
it
dark
is.
and
Very much
man,
so.
it's really dark. From
Are you
all that
talking
stuff.
about the new Korn record
yeah,
or the
yeah,
new Jonathan
the new
record?
Korn album?
Okay, both of them are really
I
good.
mean, yeah.
Is there a new one?
There's a.
It came out, not too long ago.
It's called The
It's-
Nothing.
Yeah.
It's-
My Lil bought that. My daughter bought that for me on white
That's
vinyl.
That's one of the best albums they've done in a long
It's
time.
super good. And,
Bought the
John,
old
and
sound
Jonathan
back.
Davis just released a new solo record too,
Okay.
and it's very dark as
That's
well.
how I heard that.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
the artist's way of healing, man. You know, that's an
Yes.
Yeah, for
emotion.
him and what he's been through.
As you get
Yeah,
older, you know,
absolutely.
anger's not an emotion you enjoy. So, what better way to heal? You know, instead of doing like Biscuit said and breaking stuff, just listen to music. You know?
Yeah, it's always a good way to
Yeah.
What if
calm
you give
down.
up?
He always says, man, it's the best medicine.
So many different emotions you can get from it. So
Right,
it's
man.
absolutely-
You know it. Mitchell keeps wanting to mention ICP. He's wanting to go see them live. He just said Fago.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be at Emerson.
Assassins by ICP is a good song.
Is it? There you go.
There
There
you
you
go.
go.
All right.
There you go, Mitchell.
You
There's
can
two
go
out
back
of
to
ICP.
Quiet Riot too. Bang your head.
Yeah, but
Bang your head.
Yeah, yeah.
Gosh.
Mental health.
I was trying to
man.
think of some early ones. Twisted Sister was the only one that came up right then.
Well,
Yeah, as we always
I
say,
don't
we're
Sure.
saying-
Go through 'em
Still
and
just a
find-
rat in a
Like
cage.
Shout at the Devil, Motley
Yeah.
Crue even.
Maybe.
all those 80s metal bands had
Highway to
some.
Hell.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just go on.
I was glad you said that Lamb of God, dude. Just walk with me through hell, man. Just
Oh,
kill.
yeah.
We could go on, and we probably
All
will,
right.
as we
Well,
do every week.
Appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget you can buy your Kyle can.
Uh-huh.
1995. The smell of desperation and possum right there. I'm telling you.
And everybody go to
Yeah.
Scooters.
So
Thanks for
next week we'll have you back. So I'm
yeah,
sure.
thanks for being patient with us tonight, guys. We were a little late getting on, but man, y'all
Yeah.
hung in there, and we appreciate the dedicated watchers.
We'll be up at Scooters here in a few to see Sam and Shotgun and Revival.
Great.
That'll be a great time up there. I'm sure Bill's going to buy everybody free beers.
Man,
You can't have Kyle's head to lick for tripping, so we can't do that. So you'll have to make up for it, I guess.
We'll see. To be continued.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it every Saturday here. Follow all our posts.
Love y'all.
Peace.
Love
See
you
ya.
guys.